Welcome to the channel, and today we've hit a massive milestone and we've surpassed £50,000 over on the portfolio on Trading 212. In this video I'll be going over all of my holdings that I hold in my portfolio, and I'll also be showing my buys and sells for the month of June. If you do want to participate in the giveaway here on the channel, for every 100 subscribers that we hit, we do give away £100 to a subscriber who comments on the videos. So comment on this video, comment on the last video and get yourself involved, and I'll be doing that draw in a couple of days. And thank you very much for the support, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And there it is, £50,210.26 in my portfolio on Trading 212. I also hold crypto as well, but not too much of that. And I do premium bonds as well, so if you'd like to see that in future videos, let me know. So we're up by 44.3% as an overhaul for this portfolio, which is £10,210, which isn't bad considering I started using 212 in 2024 in August, but I maxed both ISA amounts. So I like to max out in April and then start saving and start putting away in premium bonds, etc. for the following year. Currently sitting on a bit of cash in here as well, which is £2,436. Like to have a bit of cash there in the ISA just in case any dips provide themselves. There's any new stocks that I'd like to invest myself in. It puts me in a nice position to do that. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't seen one of these before, I split my funds up into 3 different groups. So we have funds for the ETFs, we have dividend funds for obviously my dividend funds, and we have the growth pie for my individual stocks. So firstly, we're going to start off with the funds. So in the funds pie, we currently have 2 ETFs that I hold currently, and these are built up of a Vanguard S&P 500, which is the distribution version. I prefer my dividends to come back to me, and an Invesco All World. I am fully aware that this is overweight US stocks, but this is the way that I prefer to invest right now, and this is what I'll be doing for the foreseeable future. I will put in about £100 into this every Friday, and I did sell all this on the back end of last year, and I'm glad I did because I needed to free up some cash. But that is exactly why I now sit on some cash in the portfolio to make sure it doesn't happen again. I did make a full video on an ETF breakdowns and stuff like that. If you'd like to click on that, I'll leave it in the description. But these 2 stocks are the ones that I'll be seeing for the foreseeable in my funds pie. Now, my dividends funds, I'll do a full breakdown on this once a month, which shows what I'm investing in it, what I'm being paid, and I'll do a spreadsheet and break it down into real good depth. So if you want to see one of those videos, there is one on the channel, and there'll be one at the end of this month. So we'll run through it quickly, but not too much into depth. So we've got Legal and General, which is absolutely flying at 12.7%. NatWest up by 20.79%. Aviva up by 23.88%. Lord Debenture at 16.2%. Gamma is slightly down at 1.62 down. GSK is slightly down at 2.24%. National Grid is up by 6.87%. Tesco is up by 12.4%, and 3i Infrastructure is up by 9.95%. Bunzl, which is down by 18.93%. Again, this was tariffs and all that type of stuff. Just gives me more of a better buying opportunity. Franklin Resources, Ben, which is up by 11.76%. Halfords, which is up by 24.6%. Vodafone, which is up by 9.22%. And Greencoat UK Wind, which is up by down by 0.72%. So like I say, I do a full breakdown video and going into detail with this, but this dividend pie is up by 9.58%. It's performing well as well, which I like to see. So the third and final group, which is the growth stocks, the individual stocks that really everybody wants to see. But let's go over the buys and sells for June before we go into there. So at the beginning of June, we bought ourselves a little bit of Nebius. Again, I've been dollar cost averaging into this stock for a few months now, and it's performing great, which we'll see in a moment. And I've also had a new position, which is AST. And I bought a small amount of shares, which I plan to dollar cost average into, and we'll get into that now when we go into the growth portfolio. So in the growth stocks, you can see it's where I made a lot of my profit. And in April, when the opportunity presented itself, I took full advantage of it. So in April, we was only sitting on around 5, 6, 7 grand's worth of in here. And as the great saying goes, buy when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your own. And I took full advantage of this in April. So let's go for the holdings and where we're at with that. So the first one that I have a lot of conviction in is Big Bear AI. Over the month, we've seen a lot of momentum in this stock. It's been up and down. It's a bit of a roller coaster, but this stock is one of those ones that I'm going to hold for a long time. It's not something that I plan to get rid of in the next 6 months. It's something that I'll be holding for at least 5 years plus. I have 2,000 shares in this, and we are currently down by £1,500, 21%. But again, I've got real conviction in this, and I think in the future it's going to be an absolute banger. The second one inside of here is SoFi. And SoFi has been absolutely flying again in this last month. So we're up again by 18% in the last month. It's doing well. It's one of them again, which you're going to have to hold. It's up against people like Hood and stuff like that who are absolutely smashing it as well. But we're up by 18% on this one, which is up by £1,421. So a great position. Got 800 shares in it. Plan to hold this for a long time also. The next one, which is the new position, which is AST Space Mobile. Now these guys specialise in direct to satellite connection. They've got a lot of satellites that are going up between now and next year. They plan to have by 2028 243 satellites. And again, I think it's got a lot of potential. I did buy 30 shares, which you'll see, and I did go down to 15 for now because I want a dollar cost average into it effectively. We're up by 13.91% now. So again, this one will be something that I'm loading up a good position into. Block was something that I brought on its last earnings when it absolutely plummeted. I'm up by 32.46% and I hold 55 shares. I don't plan to buy any more for now, and this is one that I plan to check out over 80 because I do believe it will be there in no time. But it's done good over the last month, just like I say, as it's performed. On the big dip, as you can see where I bought here, I've seen it as a great opportunity. So I took full advantage of it and it pays off. The next one, AMD. They've been absolutely flying lately. Over the last month, we're up by 15%, 14.39 over the last 3 months. So I bought into this one originally about 79 a share in April, and I've just been dollar cost averaging up. Because again, some people get that mindset where they feel like they've got to wait for a discount. I need this stock to drop. I need this happening. No, just buy it on the rise also. Get a nice average. You buy it when it's low, you buy it when it's high. You get a nice average in the medium, in the middle. That's it, healthy. So we've got 50 shares of this, currently up by 36%. And we're up by about £1,272, which is nice. And the last holding, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment, is up by 23.54% in the last month. And over the last 3 months, it's up by 78.21%. 140 shares, up by 44.58%. And that's a total return of 1,540. This stock is phenomenal. And I like everything that we're about. And I've also done a deep dive into this stock, which I will also leave in the description if you want to have a look at it. And we always knew, me and some of the other guys in the group chat, that this one was going to fly. And it's still yet to see its full potential. This is nothing yet in my eyes. So absolutely happy with the stocks that I have in the growth portfolio. And everything other than Big Bear is up, which is exactly what we like to see. So yeah, that's the portfolio. I hope you enjoyed. If you do want to get involved in the giveaways, like I said, leave this video a comment on the last video, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. And I'd like to give back to my subscribers for showing me support. So thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.